Welcome to Papyrus Plans. I'm Tasha. Ready to create something beautiful? Let's dive in. Hello everyone. So it's time for me to set up my 2025 planner. And this is a bit of, I guess I would call it reverse time travel. For me anyway. It's still December for me. By the time you guys see this, it'll almost be January. But what I think I'm going to do is take out everything in my planner except for December, so that for the last week and a half, 2 weeks we have left in December, I can still, use my planner. And then I can have my planner set up after that time so that I know that everything's ready. So I'll go ahead and do that with you. And for 2024, I actually created my own cover. I bought this on Etsy. I bought 2 different ones and I just, printed it so that it was double-sided and laminated it. And same thing in the back. I have this in the back and again, double-sided. So I already took off the first 6 months, usually around June, July, usually at the 6-month marker, usually in June. I take off the first 6 months so that I have space in my planner. So that's what I did here. And so I already have January through June on here. So I think what I'm going to do is, with the exception of the beginning pages, so I think I'm going to take this out, put it back in the beginning, in front of January. This is the 2024 calendar. And then just start to take off all of the months. So let's see if I can do 2 at a time. I think if I do it slowly, I think it'll let me. Okay. And I'm going to put this on these rings with the rest of the other months. I think 2 months is probably the max I can do. It's a little challenging, but I think it'll let me. I think it will. There we go. Okay. And a couple of the dashboards I actually created because this was actually an 18th month planner and I didn't like all of the dashboards. So in my 2023 planner, I actually created every single dashboard because I hated all of them. This time around, I didn't want to have to do all of that. I loved it, but it was a lot of work. So I think I only created like 2 or 3 in this one, like the ones I just really didn't like and didn't want to have to look at. So that was nice. That was kind of a nice change to not have to do that. Okay, so I now have January through November. Well, almost. Okay, now we do. Now I have January through November on here. And let's see, do I want to take off the cover? I don't know if I kept the old cover. I'll have to look and see if I kept the old cover. If I did, I didn't like it, so I might not have kept it. I might just, I'm trying to think, should I take this off and just keep December in here? I think that's what I'll do. Because I only need December. So I'll go ahead and remove the cover, just so that this is ready to go when I'm done for the year. I think I might have recycled the old cover. Okay, so now when December is done, all I have to do is just add December and everything else is in there. So that's good to go. So let me set that aside. Let's see. Okay, so now I can still use my December planner, and when I'm done with December, then I'll take off my metal expander discs and put them back into storage until I need them or want to use them again. Okay, so I need to clean off this cover and decide what I want to do with that. So this is my 2025 planner. And I posted a video a little while ago that talked about, why I decided to stick with Happy Planner or Classic Planner in vertical layout. And that even though I didn't love this planner, I liked it enough to be able to use it because I got such a great deal at Hobby Lobby. So this is what my 2025 planner looks like. Oh, okay. I was going to say I'm going to set up the name page, but actually this is already decorated, so I don't need to decorate it. So all I need to do really is just add my name to it. And there's a few, I can do a quick flip through of some of the dashboards. It's floral based, and I never buy floral planners. Like, I like florals, but not enough to have it every single month. I like to have something a little bit different just because I feel like I'll get bored. Like, April is pretty boring to me. I like foil. I mean, that's pretty. But there's a couple of dashboards in here that I don't like. Again, for the most part, I think they're pretty. I think April and I think my birthday month, which is November, I don't particularly care for. Like, October is pretty cute. November, I mean, I just feel like it's so boring. And maybe because it's my birthday month, I just wish it had a little bit razzle dazzle. So I don't know if I'm going to cover these or not. I haven't decided if I dislike it enough to cover it. Do I want to go through the hassle of that? Because it is a bit of a hassle. So we'll decide that later. I think what we'll do now is just figure out what kind of rings we want to put on here. I always use expander rings because these just are too small. So let's do that. And I have some rose gold, and these are some new ones that I got from Hobby Lobby. It retailed for $24.99, and as you can see, I got it for only $6.24, which was amazing. So I'm trying to decide if I want to use gold or if I want to use these new ones. Actually, you know, these tortoise ones look kind of cute with it. I think I'm gonna go ahead and use these. I was thinking about the gold, but I think I'm gonna use these instead. So let's open this up. And go ahead and put this on the rings. And there's really no easy way to do this. Just gonna dump them all out. And I like to just put them all on one end of this. Oh, these are nice. These are plastic, but I've been using the metal disc for the last 3 years, and I've just really loved them, but these are like really heavy duty. Like, they're nicer than the normal plastic. Like, compare it to this one. Like, this feels really cheap. They definitely upgraded the material with this one, so this is really nice. I wasn't expecting that. So that's a nice little surprise. Okay, and then let's take the back cover off. Try to go one by one and put the discs on. Okay, so we have that done. So that's what it looks like with the discs on. That's really pretty. Yeah, I'm glad I went with that. Usually I go with the metallic gold, but that looks really pretty. Okay, so now let's put this on. And again, I'm gonna try to do 2 months at a time. Because I just find if you do more than that, it's just, you're gonna risk tearing the pages. And borderline with 2. If you're nervous, you can just do 1 month at a time. And then I like to kind of top the pages to kind of realign them, because sometimes, like you can see the dashboard, when I took it off, it got misaligned. Here we go. Just to kind of get it flat again, because I want to get all the edges here to line up as best as I can. Again, to make life a little bit easier for me. And usually the first 2 to 3 are a little bit more difficult. Sometimes I'll skip some and try to go down here. And I'm using my fingers underneath to kind of wedge it into place, and it doesn't want to go. Hold on. Oh, wait. No, it doesn't like it. I was trying to do it in reverse, but it didn't like that. So let me go back to the top. Just do it the way I normally do. So do you guys have your 2025 planners already? I like to get mine early. I like to, by the end of September, have my planners, have my planner, I should say, because I only have one, Why is this? Wow, I think because these are so thick. It's thicker than the other plastic. It's a little bit more difficult to put on. I might have to only do 1 month because it is really just, it's slick and thick and it just doesn't want to get in there. Like the side, it's a lot thicker than the other one. Okay, it's gonna take longer, but I think I'm gonna do 1 at a time. I usually do 2 months at a time, but it's not having it. Yeah, that's easier. I think just because these are a lot more sturdier and hard and more slippery than the other plastic discs. It just doesn't like it. But yeah, like I was saying, I like to get my planner pretty early just because I like to set things up as soon as possible. I don't like to have to stress over getting my planner in time, that sort of thing. Usually the latest I get my planner is Black Friday. But in one of my planner groups, since they shared that Hobby Lobby was having a crazy sale on Happy Planner, and my Hobby Lobby never has, well, I shouldn't say never, I'll say rarely has Happy Planner on sale. But they usually never have the new planners on sale. So I was shocked when they did. I mean, the choices were pretty limited, but they did have some. So if you still haven't found your planner, it's worth checking out your Hobby Lobby. I used to get my planner from Michael's. What is this on my paper? Hold on. There we go. I don't know what that was. Something was on my paper. My Michael's used to have Hobby Lobby's entire collection, but it's like the selection is so small now, like they barely even carry the stickers. I mean, they'll have like 6 sticker books and that's it. I mean, it's really weird. And Joann's is kind of the same way. They carry some things, but it's very limited stock. So I was really happy that Hobby Lobby not only had the 2025 planners, but they had them on sale. Now, again, I wasn't really in love with most of the offerings that Happy Planner had this year. And I think this is the first time I just haven't liked anything. Usually if I don't like, you know, whatever the fall launch is, I'll get an 18-month planner. And I almost started to do that until I saw this one at Hobby Lobby. Again, I'm not in love with it, but I feel like I like it enough to make it not be an eyesore and not be something that's going to prevent me from continuing to plan. Okay, now that we're getting to the end, I'm just going to slowly take the last 2 months off because I have to also take the rings off. So I'm going to try to do it carefully so I don't want to rip any of the pages. Let's see. Will this let me put on the last 2 months? It might. So usually I start off the year with the full 12 months in. That way if I have something that comes up in the future that I want to write down, like an event or something I want to plan for, I can do it. And then usually by June, my planner starts to get really thick. And I'll take out usually the first 5 months. And I always keep in at least I keep in the current month, the previous month, and then the future months. Man, these are really kind of hard to turn on these discs. Oh boy, I don't know. These discs are really pretty, but I mean, it's even a single page. It's hard to turn. Is that going to bother me? I don't know. I mean, look how stiff it is. Oh my god. Okay. I might end up putting on the, gosh, I can barely turn the cover. That is so beautiful. Is it worth the hassle of keeping this on? I think I'm gonna try to keep them on, and if by the end of January it annoys me too much, I think I might end up switching to the gold or the rose gold. We'll kind of see, play it by ear, whether it annoys me or not. I don't know if it will, but that's kind of obnoxious how hard it is to turn. So we'll see. So, okay, so we got that on. So let's work on the name page. Since I mean, this is fully decorated. I don't think I've ever seen them decorate the name page this much. So I don't really need to do much other than add some letters. So I'm going to pull out my old, and this is like falling apart. These are like some of the first sticker books I got, and most of this is letters in the back. So let's see, maybe a green or orange. Let's see what kind of colors we have. So this is from the alphabet sticker book. And hopefully I have enough to spell out my name. See, this green is a little bit lighter. Is that going to bother me? And I feel like the blue is a little, this is more of like a periwinkle. The blue is a little dark. Yeah, I think that's too dark. And I don't want to use silver. It's a little hard to see. And I feel like the red doesn't really go. The pink is a little bit too pink. So I think I'm either going to use black or green. Let's see if I have enough black letters, because that's usually what goes first. Oh, let's see. Okay, I have enough of those. I need at least 2 A's. Okay, I think I'm going to use these letters or these ones. Let's see. Kind of like this. So let me get my ruler. And I can try to space them out. And I'm just going to put my first name in here. Sometimes I put my full name, but I think I'm just going to do my first name. And I think I might get my tweezers here. Oh, that pulled up some of the paper. Let's see if I can take this off. Okay, so let's put down T. A. And I'm using this just so I can try to get as even spacing as possible. Get S. H. So I'm just trying to line it up, all the letters up as close as I can at the bottom so that they're evenly spaced. And this is my last A in this one. I decided to go with a bolder font. I just like the way it looks better. Okay, so that looks pretty good. Let's see, I think I want to put it in between these two lines. Okay, and there we have my name. Easy and simple. I think I'm gonna get my bone folder and just kind of smooth it down a little bit. I like to kind of gently burnish it just to make sure it kind of blends into the fibers. You can see it kind of blended into the fibers a little bit better. Okay, so that looks good. Let's put up this sheet. And my old sticker books, they're falling apart. I think I might have to come up with another solution. When I first started using, storing my stickers, I put them on these discs, and it hasn't really been working out, but we'll see. All right, so there's the name page. Again, I don't think I'm gonna add anything. Like usually I add decoration, but I mean, this is pretty full, so I feel like I don't really need anything to that. That looks pretty good. So we got 2025, 2026 calendar. Now for this, I'll probably fill out on my own because it's just going to take me a while, but I'll explain what I like to do with this. I mean, people use this for different things. Like some people use this to track their steps, meal planning, things like that. I mean, I basically just use it for family and friend birthdays, anniversaries, special events, things that I want to mark down. This year, I think one of the things I want to do just for fun and kind of for inspiration is to add like some like of the wacky holidays to this too, so that if, for example, one week I'm just not feeling inspired, I can look look and see, okay, is there a wacky holiday on this day? And I can use that as inspiration for my planner spread. So that's one of the things that I thought I would change this year. But other than that, everything else is going to be the same. And again, it's going to take me a while because usually what I do is I take my 2024, or this is my 2020, yeah, my 2024 planner. Whew. I'm trying to get my year straight. Okay, this is 2025. I'm gonna take my 2024 planner and look at these pages and go through and write down, again, all my family birthdays, nieces, nephew birthdays, etc. Family, friends, all the birthdays and anniversaries and special events that I know of that I want to keep track of. But then the extra twist this year is I think I'm gonna take time and I'm gonna look online and try to find, you know, like the wacky, non-traditional holidays, again, to kind of use as inspiration for some of the spreads. So I thought that would be kind of a fun twist this year to do. So, and then that's going to take me a while. So, I mean, even usually just writing the birthdays usually takes me like an hour or so. So with the other wacky holidays, it's probably going to take me another hour, maybe more, to kind of go through and find them all and then write them down. So I'm going to do that for January through December. So that's the only other thing I think I need to do in terms of setup. So that's going to be it. I'm trying to decide if I want to replace, let's see, what was it? I think it was February. Man, that's so hard to turn. The February dashboard, not in love with. And the November dashboard, which is my birth month. I'm trying to decide if I want to replace those. Do I want to cover that with paper? Let me look at some of my options and see if I want to go through the hassle. I don't know if I do or not. I'm kind of torn. Again, I've done it before, but I'm not sure if I want to do that. Since it's only 2 months, do I feel like it's worth the hassle of doing all of that? So I have some really cool Italian papers, and I keep them in this really big tube. And I even have, you know, what it is. And they're really big, so I'm definitely not going to be able to fit everything in frame. So I have these feathers, birds, I have these really beautiful roses. And then I have another one. Let me see what's in my other container. Okay, in this container I have, let's see, this is more like print, books, music notes. Okay, so I guess this one matches the theme a little bit better. But do I feel like I have enough? And is it going to stand out? I guess I could do the birds and the roses in terms of matching it. But then there's not birds anywhere else. And am I going to be bothered with the fact that this has, since it's Italian wrapping paper, the ivory background? Okay, you know what? I don't think I'm going to do it. I've done it the previous first 2 years, covering certain ones, but I feel like it's just going to change the aesthetic of the rest of the pages, and I feel like it's not really going to go. So as much as I don't like April and November, I think I'm just going to suck it up and just deal with it. I mean, November isn't horrible. I just feel like it's boring. April, I just don't like. But I think I'm just going to leave it there because I just don't feel, I feel like it's not going to go. Gosh, and these discs are really bothering me. They're so hard to turn. I might change this. I don't know if I can make it till the end of January with that. I mean, I'm going to try to, but I don't know if I can. So that's going to be the end of my setup video. And then you're going to see in my next video my first spread in January. So until next time, talk to you later. Bye. That's all for today. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and share your thoughts in the comments. Until next time, stay inspired and thank you for watching.